Before I even begin this long-winded speech, I just wanted to thank the staff at CIB, because through all of our moaning and groaning about schedules, vacation time, and even the vending machine, you all definitely humored us. So, finally, class of 2009, we made it. Can I get an amen? Thank you. Though most of you kind of did through the program, there were others like me who kind of decided to take the scenic route and enjoy the view. Colin, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Though I took the extended version of the culinary arts program here, I was fortunate enough to see not only myself grow, but also to see the school grow as well as my peers. And prior to enrolling at CIB, I visited, yes, 3 other majors. I guess I definitely had commitment issues. But I figured one month of record wouldn't hurt, so I figured, hey, why not, right? From interior design to studio art, all the way to anthropology and even architecture. I've been there, I've done that, and you know what? I Googled it and I bought the book, which is unabridged by the way. How does that old saying go? Always a bridesmaid, but never a bride. Well, you know what? I was so determined that I was going to be that pretty little bride in that pretty little white dress waiting at the altar for her diploma. I was so determined. But in all honesty, I came to the CIB once upon a time, long time ago, when it was just a few labs, Andy's office was really just a closet, and of course, I had shifted out back-to-back enough times to memorize the correct spelling of his last name, and to always have a clean-shaven face, as well as to always ask questions. Because you know what, if you didn't ask questions, you'd probably get affected. But you know what, in those days, it was complete protocol. In those days, we also ate consomme because we had no choice. And our Mr. Basket supports were guaranteed to have carrots, onions, and celery. And you know what, the construction people dropping in and out of the ceilings came home to us. But you know what, surely things have definitely changed. Though our class was small, we became a family. But you know what, it was a pretty dysfunctional family. But I mean that in the most sincere way possible. We had to conference our home and we learned from each other's trials and tribulations. After continuous labor, staining our chef coats, bleaching our pants, burning out of holiday sauce, cutting ourselves, and not to mention other people as well, we finally made it to the finish line, right? Well, most of us. I know some of you out there still have genetic state. Shame on you, you know who you are. But nonetheless, we are ready to take over every kitchen and bakery there is. But we cannot forget the memories that we had together. Sure, we burnt the floor, and yes, that is possible, you can burn the floor. And sure, we came to realize that our fellow peers are not flame-proof after a day of cherry souffle and banana foster. Of course, we were at each other's throats during capstone because no one wanted to crunch the numbers, and we were almost certain that we would have to rob the bank of morphine just to get our going through. And we can't forget the time in capstone that, of course, we had to run across the street to get people to eat at a restaurant because everyone forgot about the invitation and reservation. There were times we argued with each other and we were determined to get our view across. We debated the proper elocution of the word pecan, or is it pecan, which, by the way, really is pecan. The words pontificate, plausible, découlage, brunoise, as well as carbonic maceration were all $10 words we left throwing in any conversation possible. From Chef Burroughs, we ended all of our statements with, I digress. We shouting, yes, chef. We answered every question with heard. We all heard of that one chef that always told the same story way too many times. Hey, JP, did I ever tell you about that one time I was at a Grateful Dead show? And of course, I look at him and I go, yes, chef, Grateful Dead heard for the 800 millionth time. You know, one time I remember getting pulled over by the police on the way home from work, and after getting pulled aside by the ex, I kind of looked at him, and in a defeated tone, I said, yes, chef, signature. But you know what, luckily my driver's license was not 86. We learned the importance of a shift drink at the end of a hard day's work. We all suffer from visual memory whenever we walk into stores and couldn't remember what we were getting. The Wheaties became a familiar place for us. It was a vacation destination that you never wanted to visit. It was a place of profanity and mumbling, and of course of blood, sweat, and tears. But you know what? In the end, we owned the Wheaties. We cut them down only to see them brought back the next night as the orders backed up on us. And of course, we've all been around that one guy at work who always gets on your nerves because he has to be the one ever, right? And so we know he makes sport pies full of lies, and that's why he works pantry and not hot pies. We all have that one moment at the end of the night when that one couple on that awkward first date decided to order food 15 minutes to close. And of course, let's give thanks to our wonderful families and friends as it became test subject as we set them. And you know what? I've had many times when I fed my family and they would ask me, kind of that small voice, so how do I eat this? And of course I look at them and I'd be like, no, just put it in your mouth and shoot. But you know what? I let them do their business, and then 5 minutes later I just look at them and, dude, wait a minute, you're doing that all wrong. You're doing it all wrong. Look, dip it in this, dip it in that, then fold it into a little frame, take a light, and then take a shot of that. Duh! And then they kind of look at me like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to do that. Well, so basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that we're all in this together. The kitchen is a small hot box only a hot pan and arm away from your neighbor. We learn from each other and we taught each other. We all remain independent, stubborn, prideful individuals that brought something different to the table. And this is exactly what we'll take with us into the future. Unity and diversity. The others are set to bring about things of respect, but then obviously there's also curiosity. In this code, we always look at questions involving, you know it, Hell's Kitchen, Top Chef, as well as the Food Network. They always come up to me in that little voice, excuse me, hey, have you ever seen that episode of Top Chef? You know what, and that's when I kind of give them a moment, let it marinate, let them get ready to praise themselves, and then I go, of course I have, you know what, I bought the cookbook, I got the iGraph, and you know what, just to let you know, I did not agree with last week's elimination. And it's when we see that little sparkle in their eyes that we know we can satisfy whatever foodie moment they crave. And just for 2 minutes, we, as culinarians, just enrich their lives. We are a special breed. We need to eat. We don't have the attention span to sit in front of a computer. We get too angry for customer service. And of course, we would destroy any cubicle in our path. Our contributions come from the concoctions we develop in our minds, create with our hands, and of course, season with our hearts. Now, here with me, I'm about to do this whole call to action thing. I know it's a little cliche for a graduation speech, but it is our solemn duty to prove to every American household that Mrs. Dash and Lori's all-purpose seasoning are not considered secret ingredients. It is our duty to teach single bachelors across America that Red Bull, Jägermeister, and Stouffer's are not a part of the food pyramid. And of course, we need to tell self-proclaimed socialites that just because you read Gourmet Magazine, Wine Spectator, and of course, the New York Times, that does not make you a food critic. We need to educate our fellow starving collegians that we can still jazz up your ramen noodles. I mean, come on, throw a little vegetables in there, spice it up, right? We need to inform our comrades that after a freezing night on the town, cut the rug on the dance floor, Wawa is not the only after-hours food available. And also, we are in a recession, people, believe it or not. With bankruptcy, foreclosure, and job security looming above our heads, one thing that will never change is the fact that broke people need to eat, kind of broke people need to eat, and of course, severely broke people have to eat. Amen. America needs us class of 2009. You know what? Food brings us together. Make food, not war. But again, you know, if you want to make love, you can make love too. And if you also go home today and admire the Columbus on the fire mantle, bathroom wall, or shoving that envelope somewhere in your house, remember that it is our differences that bring us together. And as we all embark on our journey, let us always remember to learn from ourselves, from our peers, from our mentors, and sometimes TV. And, oh yeah, Chef High School actually forgot to inform everyone that in order to actually graduate, we have to recite the 12 steps of each, so maybe process. Good luck, class of 2009.
Well, I'd like to promise to give y'all a spot.